everyone, thanks for being here. We're going to do a quick little workout focused on lower body, the legs. So we have 6 exercises. We're going to spend a minute with each exercise and we're going to repeat that 3 rounds. We do have a 30-second break in between rounds, so make sure that you have a little bit of water if you want to grab that in between rounds. Make sure it's nearby. 30 seconds is not very long, okay? We will be using our dumbbells today. I have both pairs here. I have my 8s and my 5s. I'm going to give it a real good try with my 8s, just having my 5s there just in case I get too tired by the end. If you have 2 sets of weights, that's great. If you only have 1, that's fine too. This workout could also be done without weights at all, okay? I'm wearing sneakers today. If you want to wear sneakers, do that. If you want to be in bare feet, this workout would be fine for that as well. Okay, so what you're going to be hearing is a gong sound, which means that we are going to the next set. If you're going to hear 3 little beeps, that means we're coming to the end of that set and getting ready to transition. And the jingle sound that you're going to hear, it means that we're halfway through our set. Okay, let's get into our warm-up here. Come and stand tall, have your weights nearby, and let's come into some big open circles through the shoulders. Start to draw your abdominals nice and close. Keep the rest of your body still as you turn your shoulders. Big and wide. And let's go the other way as well. Opening the collar, like you're moving through water here. Pushing through the air. Great. And letting that go, bringing your feet wide. Let's come into some rotation with a reach. Reach up on an angle, feel your rib cage turn, and then go to the other side. Like you're reaching up to a high shelf. And let's add a little turn of the hip. So let your hip turn now. Sort of tapping your toe, getting a little more dynamic. Reach, reach, reach. A couple more. 1 more each side. And come to center. Bring your feet back, a little bit more hip width apart. Float your arm. Draw one knee up as you bring the arms down and switch to the other side. Exhale as you pull that knee up. Just waking up your hip flexor, challenging your balance. Awesome. Keep it going here. A couple more. 1 more. Great job. We want to get a little lateral movement. Let's go into a lateral lunge. Out to the side, side lunge. Come center, other side. Just want to wake up the knees and ankles. Side to side, really notice your spine reaching, your abdominals lifting. And 1 more. Awesome, come to center. Let's wake up the ankles with some calf raises, up on your toes, and back up. Kind of rolling through the foot here. Challenging your balance. A couple more. Great, we're going to do 2 forward folds, not through the chin, roll down, keep a little bend in your knees, lift your abdominals as you fold forward, feel length in the back of the legs, big breath into your lower back. Exhale as you ragdoll back up to standing, take your time dragging your arms back up, rolling the shoulders back. 1 more time. Forward fold, nod the chin, soften the chest, lift through the abdominals, and very gently come down into your forward fold. Let's hang out here, grabbing each elbow. Shake your head no. And shake your head yes. Keeping the core on, lifting just a little through the tummy. Letting those arms go. And let's ragdoll back up to standing. Roll the shoulders back. I think we're ready. I'm going to set our timer. right, grabbing your weights, bringing them to your chest. Come to narrow legs, legs right together. Bring the weights right here to your chest. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Narrow squat with the legs together, press up, step out wide. Wide squat, come up tall, bring the leg in. Narrow squat, lower, and press up. Wide squat, other side, lower, and press back up. Narrow squat in the center. And press, wide squat, lower, and press. Keeping the weights at your chest. Those weights are going to try to pull you forward. Let's keep our core on, chest lifted. Narrow, press it up, wide, lower, and press, narrow. Once you find that pattern, just stick to it. Breathing deeply. Coming up next, we have alternating forward lunges. The weights are going to come down to our hips. Weights are here at your side. We're stepping forward with one leg into a lunge and pushing back, other side. The spine stays long here and push back. Lower with control, push it back. Can you think about your abdominals here? See if you can lose a little tension out of the shoulders. The weights are just in your hand. Nice firm grip. We're well over halfway here. Coming up next, we'll be going out to a plank with our weights in our hands. 4 mountain climbers, and back to standing. Follow me, come to the end of your mat, squat down, put your weights down, step out to your plank. 4 slow mountain climbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, step both feet back up. You're in a low squat now, you're gonna stand tall, bringing the weights with you. Squat down. Step out to your plank, lifted abdominals, 4 mountain climbers. Breathing deeply, step, step, and stand tall, the weights come up. Lower back down. Core is on here, really keeping the hips lifted. Stand tall, deep squat, press it up, squeeze those glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, press it up. 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step it up, come to a sumo squat. Wide stance, not too wide. Coming down, let's put these weights above our shoulders. Come into a sumo squat to hold. 4 times we're going to press these weights up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold here. 8 little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand tall. Back to that hold. 4 times up. 4, 3, 2. Keep your back nice and long here. 1. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up, all the way down. Let's push. 1, 2. That's it. Let's put the weights down. Coming down to the mat. Find a nice strong imprint. Legs come to tabletop. You're going to clasp your hands, forming a gun shape with your fingers. Float the arms over your head. Flex up and across past your thighs. And back to the floor, arms float up. Exhale, reach your hands past the other hip. And back down. Exhale. And back, keeping that imprint. If having the legs in the air is too much for you, you're going to bring your feet down. And back. Exhale, flex up, reach the hands. Find that nice rotation. back. Gentle nod of the chin. Good job. Let your legs be long here, hands behind the head. You're as neutral as you can be in your lower back. As we flex up, bring one leg up into the air. Inhale, lower the arms, the head and the leg. Flex up and lower down. We're just alternating, bringing one leg up as we flex up into our ab prep. Take a little look at your toes and lower back down. We want to keep the chin off of the chest. Bringing the upper spine into flexion, the lower spine stays the same shape. Almost there. Great work. All right, from here, we're going to turn to our side. We are in our break. Grab a sip of water. We just have 20 seconds. This is going to feel really quick. And then we're coming into our second round, starting with our narrow and wide squats. So you're going to get those weights in your hands, starting with our feet narrow. Let's do this. We have 5 seconds. Grab the weights, bring them to your chest. Narrow squat. Down and press up. Squeeze your glutes. Step out. Wide squat. Press it up. Step in. Narrow. And press. Weight is in the heels. Wide. And press. Back together. Lower. And press. Now as we squat down, we want to really avoid dropping our chest down, especially with this narrow squat. And back. The narrow squat is a little bit awkward, so just do the best you can. Imagine you're trying to sit down into a low chair. Down and pressing up. Come to center. Can you check on your abdominals? Are they working? Drawing in just a little. We always want to have a connection with them. Coming up, we have our alternating forward lunges. Let's go there now. Weights are at your hips. Nice and tall. Core is on. Step forward. Lunge. And push back. Other side. Make sure you're breathing. Checking on your form. Only going as low in these lunges as you feel strong. If you go too low, you can lose your form. I want you to imagine you're wearing a belt that's just a little bit too tight. You're drawing your abdominals in because of this tight belt. And let's just keep that feeling in the center of your body. Coming up next, we're going to go into those planks with 4 mountain climbers. We're using the weights in our hands. Nice work. Come to the top of your mat. Squat down, put the weights down. Step out to your plank, 4 mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step your feet forward and press up through the legs. Bring the weights up. Squat down. 4 times. Lift your abdominals. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step forward. Drag these weights up. Squeeze your glutes. Lower down. We're halfway there through this set. Step, step. Press it up, squeeze, lower down, and we're back into it. 4, 3, 2, move with control. 1, step, step, press, squeeze. Last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it up and stand tall. Find your sumo squat. Toes are turned out. We're tall. Weights are above our shoulders. Hold this sumo squat 4 times overhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 pulses. 8, 7, 6, all the way up. Come on down and hold 4 times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up, lower down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, those burn. Let's bring these weights down to the floor. Make your way into an imprint. Catching our breath here, legs are in tabletop. Clasp the hands, flexing up and reaching across with your hands. Float back down, arms overhead. Other side. Big exhale. Strong imprint. Reach through the fingertips. Activate your lats. Feeling those obliques lighting up as you rotate. Remember, feet could be down here. The most important thing is that you feel strong in your imprint and your lower back doesn't hurt. And back. Great job. Legs come out long, hands behind our head. As we flex up, one leg floats. Now, if this bothers you at all, you could just do the upper body movement and take the legs out. Leaving the legs on the floor. Draw that rib cage downward as you flex up. Reaching through the legs if you're moving them as they float up. Draw the shoulders down, away from your ears. It's hard when the hands are up behind the head. We just want to still maintain that long neck and keep our traps out of the ears. Almost there. Our break is coming up next. Great job, you guys. Let's turn to our side. If you need to grab water, you're going to do that. Try to keep moving. We have just over 20 seconds before we go into round 3 to finish this workout. You should be starting to feel sweaty, starting to be out of breath. We've got this. Let's grab those weights. We're going to come into those narrow and wide squats. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we come into our narrow squat. Stand tall, step out wide. Lower, press all the way back up, then the leg comes in. Lower into that squat. Press it up, out to the other side. And press tall, squeezing the glutes every time. Narrow squat. Press it up. Keep that spine long. And press. Narrow. Exhale. Step it out. Squeeze those glutes. Fire up the legs with every single squat. Think about the muscles you're using. Lower. Can you find your abdominals? Think about your glutes. There's a lot going on here. Coming up next, alternating forward lunges. Great work. Weights are going to come to our side, nice and tall. Find your abdominals first. Then step out forward into your lunge and push back. This is a forward lunge, not a back lunge. Same shapes, different focus. These ones focus more on our quads. The other back lunge is a little bit more hamstrings and glutes. Let's face it, they're all working. There's just a little more focus in the quads. For this, a little bit more in the back of the leg with back squats or back lunges. Stay tall. Think about that belt around the center of your body. Can you drop your shoulders a little bit? Coming up next, we have those planks. Awesome work. Come to the top of your mat. Let's do this. Squat down, step out. 4 mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step, step. Stand tall, bring up those weights. Push them down. Plank. Lift the abdominals. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it forward. Bring it up. Keeping your head in line with your spine. I know you're tired. Keep that neck reaching. Down we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it going. Take a nice pace that works for you. Great job, you guys. Coming to our sumo squat. The weights come over our shoulders. Find that squat and hold. 4 overhead presses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your little pinky toe on the mat here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little pulses here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay tall all the way up, all the way down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Your weight should feel heavy. 8 pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up. Let's move on to our Charlie's Angels. Come to the mat. Find that imprint. Legs in tabletop, hands clasped. Flex up and reach across. Float it back. Exhale. Catching your breath here. And back. Head comes back to the mat, arms overhead. Then they reach and across. Back. Flex it up. How's your imprint? Imagine you have a 2-pound weight on your belly button here. Draw a little bit down through the center to anchor you. Nice work. Legs reach out long, hands behind the head. As you flex up, if you're bringing the legs up, you reach that leg and lower it down. Notice my leg is not floating way up high, just a little bit. Flex, float the leg, reaching through the legs, making them longer with each rep. As neutral as you can be in your lower back and pelvis. Exhale as you flex up and inhale down. I'm going to take us through a short cool down. Great job. Okay, I'm going to take us through just a little cool down here. Open your arms up wide. Whew, check your heartbeat. Slow your breathing down just a little, and then let your feet come out wide from your mat. Your pinky toes might be off the mat. And let's just drop our knees to one side and then the other side. And just go side to side here, getting all that nice range of motion through your hips. Breathing deeply. Awesome. Bring the feet back together, hip width. Let's bring the arms down in beside you as well, and let's roll up into a shoulder bridge. Taking your time, let's roll through our imprint. Articulate your spine on the mat, kick into the legs, glutes and hamstrings, and pick up your hips. So you should feel really active in the back of your legs. Take a breath in there, and then very slowly place your spine back down on the mat, one vertebra at a time, giving your lower back especially a nice massage, rolling back into a neutral pelvis. Let's do that one more time. Big breath in, start in neutral, roll through imprint, and then peel the spine off, pressing into your feet. Don't go too high. Draw your belly button down a little to support your back. Holding there, a little action in the legs. And now place the spine back down like it's melting into your mat. One vertebra at a time. Rolling it back down. Whew. Let your legs go long and then pull one knee in. Give it a nice big hug. Extend the leg up, clasping the hands behind your thigh. Find a hamstring stretch through the back of the leg, turning through the ankle. Go both directions. And then letting that leg go down. Find a nice pull in through that knee. Then let the leg extend, clasp behind the thigh. Should feel some length in the back of your hamstring, or in your hamstring, turning your ankle both directions. And letting that go, bringing the legs back, and let's let them go wide. So feet together, knees apart into a butterfly position. Taking the palms of your hands, let's push down and just massage the area right where you're, just below your pointy hip bones, where your hip flexors are. Just kind of massaging that area and pushing your legs gently away from you towards the end of your mat. And then, well, let's just leave our legs here in this butterfly. Open the arms up wide. And let's fold them up into our eagle arms, wrapping the arms up, clasping the hands if you can. Pull those shoulder blades apart. And then reach the elbows up to the ceiling, and then allow them to fall back down. Reaching up to the ceiling and down. One more time. And release. Let's open up the arms wide. Go the other way. This one is always trickier. There's always one direction that's harder. Let's pull those shoulder blades apart. And then reach your elbows up to the ceiling and let them drop down. Up and down. One more time. And release. And let's turn to our side, bringing our knees back together all the way through. Come to a seated position. Let your legs be wide. If you want to sit on a cushion, make sure you find a little height here that'll take you out of your hip flexors if this position is uncomfortable. And let's do one forward fold to finish. Walk your hands out in front of you. Anchor your sit bones to the mat. And find a forward fold, feeling length through your spine. Push your hands down into the floor. Turn your toes up to the ceiling. And just breathe super deeply into your lower back, into your pelvis. Notice your rib cage opening and closing with those inhales and exhales. Two more long breaths. Start to walk your hands back. Keep your belly button connected. Let's stack the spine up tall, coming to your crossed legs, if that feels good, or basically any position that feels good for you. I hope you enjoyed that workout. It's just a quick one, and thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you at the next one. Thanks, everyone.